Today, we are going to determine what the best double oaked bourbon is. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and today we are doing the blind here. I have 2, 4, 6 different bottles that we are going to blind. You can maybe you can see in the camera here, I'm not sure. We're going to be doing a blind of all the double oaks to determine what my favorite double oak bourbon is. These are not all of the double oak bourbons I have, but to be completely honest, I left a bunch of my Glens in North Carolina. So these are all the ones that I could fit on this blind with 6 Glens that were blank, because I have more down here, but they're either distinct shapes or are from distilleries, and that would give it away, and so I can't do that. Here, I had a few other contenders, but unfortunately, it's just what it is, and we're going to go with it from here. Maybe we'll do a part 2 once I get some more Glens. I actually ordered some just now on Amazon because it made me mad. The one that I did take out for sure was Jim Beam Double Oaked, and that bottle's not good, so we're just going to pretend it doesn't exist anyway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the footage. I'm going to watch me do all this here. Make sure it's done as scientifically as possible, and so you can see that I'm not cheating here. And then I'm going to bring out two rotating platforms, 3 glasses on each, and then I'm going to mix them up once I take them off that platform, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we are back here. That took a little bit of time. Before I get into this, what do I look for when I am drinking double oaked? I personally like the burnt sugars, the sweet oaks, the banana bread notes. If I can get a double oaked with a banana or like a banana bread note on it, I'm sold. The big thing for me is that it has to have a balance of sweet oak and not necessarily bitter oak, but if that bitter oak is there, it has to be offset by the sweetness of it. It has to be a good balance. That's what I look for when I do double oaked bourbon. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just see which one's my favorite. All right, I'm going to start from my left-hand side. If you handed me this, I would tell you that's a double oaked bourbon. It smells really, really nice. Got that burnt sugar in there. That's a damn good double oak. So right now, you are in first place. This one's far and away my favorite right now because I haven't tried anything else. There's a banana note on there. Pretty confident I know which one that is. Good stuff. It's not very high proof, I don't think. I don't think it's in the hundreds, but it's got a really, really well-rounded flavor profile. Let's move on to the next one. This one has a little bit more of that balance, where the first one's a little sweeter. This one has that oakiness, but it's the balance that I'm talking about. Little spiciness to it there, a little sweet oak, a little tanniny oak. Solid, but I still think it's not as good as the first one. So currently first and second place. But before we get any further into this video, I'd like to thank this video sponsor, Blind Barrels. Blind Barrels is a subscription service that sends samples right to your door. They were kind enough to send me one of their Blind Barrel sampling kits, and I cannot thank them enough. There are several subscription options to fit most budgets, but the fun in this is how they present the samples. They send you 4 samples in this beautiful box, along with this tasting table to help you figure out the notes you're getting in the whiskey that you're trying. And on the back of the tasting table is the story about how they acquired the samples in your box. Also, if you scan the QR code on the back, you will see the results of the blind. This is release number 8. I actually did a full video of doing the blind itself from beginning to end, and I picked sample B as my favorite. And it doesn't end there. Once you find out your favorite bottle through the results of the blind, you can actually buy the bottle at the same price that it costs at the distillery, if you're a member of Blind Barrels. This is absolutely a great gift idea for anyone in your family who is a whiskey fan. This solves the question, what do I get the whiskey lover in my life? I get that question all the time, especially around the holidays. Usually I go, what do they have? What do they like? This takes that out of it. This is an experience that you're giving them. And you never know, they might find their next favorite whiskey. I truly cannot recommend this enough. To try this out for yourself or to give it as a gift, make sure you click the link in the description below. And thank you again to Blind Barrels for sponsoring this video. All right, moving on to the next one here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like this one a lot. That's fantastic. That's really good. For now, it's in second place. I don't know if it's going to beat the first place, but we will see. Moving on to the next one. Warm breads, some rich caramel. This carries over. This is going to be number 1. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's number 1, and it's not. Honestly, I don't think it's even close. Maybe it is. Maybe it is close. This one smells really good, too. Bitter. This one doesn't have the balance. that's in last place. That one is completely out of whack. That one's not good. All right, last sample here, then I'm going to dive into the first place I'm very confident about, so unless this one just blows it out of the water. But so far, first and last place, I'm very content with. The middle ones, I need to go back through in a second pass, unless this one tops number one. Nah, it's better than the last one, though. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to these middle three, because these were good, and these were kind of a toss-up. First place is obvious for me, first place. Like, no doubt in my mind, that is by far my favorite one of these. All right, I'm happy with this ranking. Let's start with last place. Coming in at number 6. Oh, wow. Barrel Double Oaked. Coming in at number 6. That's surprising. I really liked this when I reviewed it, but I guess it just doesn't hold up to the other ones. Huh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that. Number 5 is Woodford Double Oaked. I recently just did a Patreon video where I liked the Woodford Double Oaked over the Woodford Double Oaked. I guess maybe my palate has changed since that video. Who knows? But that's kind of surprising that at least the Double Oaked is going to be ranked higher than that. All right, coming in at number 4, we had Peerless Double Oaked. Shocking. I thought that would have been 2 or 3, and possibly number 1. Because I do like Peerless Double Oaked, but came midway through here on this blind, so I guess I wasn't digging it too much today. All right, number 3, we have Woodford Double Oaked. Okay, that at least makes me feel better that we didn't come in first or second. But I am surprised by that. I wonder if my palate today has changed from when I did that video over on Patreon. Who knows? And number 2 is Old Forester 1910, which means in first place, I don't have to say it because I know it's there because it didn't say the other ones, is number 2, Old Forester 1910, and in first place, no surprise to me, Conviction Double Oaked. I'm doing a barrel pick with Conviction. It's not a double oak, but I have always said that I think that their double oaked is A, the best on the market, and B, the best thing they make. And it showed up today. It beat all of these other double oaks. Every time I bring this bottle to a bottle share or like a meetup with my friends, this thing always takes like attention from everything else that we have, even when we have crazy allocated stuff. These bottles are incredible. I am not surprised that this turned out to be really, really good. And I have something special for you here. Since these were all double oaked bourbons, I thought it would be kind of fun. And these are all kind of, well-regarded double oaked bourbons. I thought it'd be fun to do a mixture of all of these double oaked bourbons and see if the ultimate double oaked bourbon is achievable by mixing all these, or if it just tastes like shit. Let's see. I'd rather do this than pour out all my samples. When I do these videos, I don't drink a ton of them. So let's see here. The ultimate double oak. Look at the color on that. It smells crazy. It smells like waffles. Jesus, this smells really good. This smells like maple syrup. Why is that so good? Thank you guys for watching. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So comment down below. Let me know what your favorite double oaked is. Make sure while you're down there, you leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, cheers. A big thank you to all the Patreon supporters you see on screen right now.